Welcome again, Capricorn. It's Dadhichi here from astrology.com.au with your May 2017 synopsis. This is a view of the planets and how they may affect you if you're born under the sun sign of Capricorn, moon sign, or even the ascendant if you happen to know that. And a very important month indeed on a few astrological fronts. Firstly, because the retrograde Mercury, which is in your fourth house now, in the company of unpredictable Uranus, moves forward on the 4th of the month. And incidentally, currently the really friendly and lucky Venus has just moved into this area of your zodiac. It also has really nice directional strength in this area. It has power to bring some peace, and also a lovely sense of harmony and conviviality there, notwithstanding the fact that you've got that retrograde Mercury. Now, after the 4th, although it goes direct, I have been suggesting to people that they wait just a little bit longer before they make important decisions in this area. Now, for you, Mercury rules the lucky 9th house, but also the not so lucky 6th house. It is predominantly a lucky planet for you, but we can't discount the fact that some of its influence on your 4th house of domestic activities is that of debt, sickness, enmity, and these are not good things. Fortunately, it's counteracted by its rulership of the 9th house, but there may still be some expenses, some problems associated with this planet up until it moves out of this sector in your horoscope, which is around I believe the 16th. That happens straight after the full moon, which takes place on the 11th, in the 11th house of Scorpio for you. Now that's good because it brings with it some fulfillment. It's the zone of life fulfillment. It is the zone of social activity and friendship. But in terms of your domestic sphere, something that you've wanted to achieve there may have been held in abeyance while the planet Mercury was in retrogression. So this shows us that the second half of the month is superior to the first half, given that the retrograde planet moves forward, Venus is in the 4th house, and the full moon takes place in your 11th house of life fulfillment and friendships. So that's all really, really great news. The other news is that your ruler, Saturn, is still, however, retrograde in your 12th house, low-key activities, and Jupiter in your 10th house of profession is also retrograde right now. So getting down to the career sector, Venus, which we mentioned in your 4th house, does rule your professional arena, and it is in the lower half of the zodiac. It gets good directional strength in this area, but it is underneath the earth, and with your ruler in the hidden 12th house, we see that maybe you don't have the energy and the drive right now to achieve those things, and perhaps things out of your control in your workplace have been subjected to the authority of others, and decisions that you ordinarily may have had a hand in have been taken away from you. So that can be rather frustrating. And speaking of frustration, we do see that later in the month, but leading up to that, the adverse Mars for you will move into the opposition placement to your ruler. Now this is not good because firstly, that 12th house where your ruling planet is stationed, Saturn, is the place of convalescence, and Mars and Saturn are notorious for creating injuries and devitalization, frustration, anger, etc., etc. So especially in the latter part of the month, I'd be saying from around the 15th, you have to be very careful that you don't exert yourself too much, that you don't get yourself into fights if you're a guy, and that you basically don't overwhelm yourself with work. It's possibly fortunate that Jupiter is in the retrogression phase in your career sector, because maybe it means you have to wait for things to take place. The Mars and Saturn opposition is one that I've seen many a time, where Saturn, your ruler, is very, very restrained and contained, whereas Mars is very aggressive, full steam ahead. So these two planets, what I liken to a driver having his foot on the brake and the accelerator at the same time. So you could be burning a bit of rubber at the end of the month, is what I'm saying, if you're not careful how you direct those energies. And that's also seen by Pluto, which is retrograde in your sun sign. You can't escape that for many, many years from now, but that's just another factor, along with the opposition from the moon, from the 7th house of relationships. That could be just another factor adding to that frustration. On May 26th, we see a new moon in Gemini. Gemini is in your 6th house. I want to finish the reading with this very important combination. Mars, at the moment there, the sun will move into this sector on the 21st, and then we see the new moon taking place there. So these are also patterns showing us a change in work or opportunities to start a new phase or chapter in your life as a result of those. And that could be something that you're waiting for strongly. Again, you start to see the impact of that after the 21st to the very end of the month. Hope that's helped. You know, join me at astrology.com.au, my website. You can get a more detailed analysis of the month and also the year if you want. And I hope that's going to be of help to you. And until next month, take care. I do hope to see you back here again. Bye-bye.